Hey everybody, Matt with Eastside Insurance here. If you're a mortgage broker, loan officer, processor, anything in between, you're watching the right video. I want to talk to you about homeowners insurance. Now, typically, homeowners insurance is a very small speed bump they may have to get through when processing a loan. Agent sends you the binder, loan closes, no big deal. Well, there is a major change coming in Washington State in regards to homeowners insurance. It will affect you and your clients. So I want to talk to you a little bit about what's going to happen. Let's go talk about it. Okay, so what's going on? The insurance commissioner in Washington State, Mike Kreidler, has made an emergency declaration that states credit scoring cannot be used in any kind of insurance rating for auto or home in Washington State. Okay. His reasoning is the pandemic has adversely affected a certain number of people, and their credit scores are affected, and they should not have to pay more than anybody else. So basically, he's saying it's unfair, that anything can be debated there. That's not the point. The point here is it's happening. There's nothing that's going to stop it. June 20th is the date that insurance companies need to have the credit factor completely negated in rating. So currently, people with good credit are going to get a better insurance rate. The insurance companies, their theory here is that people with better credit scores are more responsible. So credit scoring is used in obviously mortgages, right? The better your credit, the better interest rate you're going to get, right? It's kind of the same thing in insurance. The better your credit score, the better your rate. So taking this out is going to cause a huge ripple. One, we have literally 6 weeks before this is happening, which is not a lot of time for insurance companies to scramble with rates. If you know anything about insurance companies, it can take at least a year, 15 months to get a new rating structure passed through the office of the insurance commissioner, okay? So typically they'll submit their rating structure and there'll be kind of a back and forth over months and months and months before anything is approved for actual usage in the state. So this short timeline is really putting insurance companies in a bind. What does this mean for you though? That's the bottom line on why I'm making this video. For you, this means if you have a customer that is closing on a mortgage loan, new business pretty much, a new loan, a new house purchase, right? That person, if they're closing on the 20th or after, you can't get a rate right now. You cannot get a homeowner's policy, a binder, nothing. I would anticipate that we'll be able to bind coverage for the 20th and beyond sometime in late May. I would not anticipate it being earlier, just based on how the insurance companies and the insurance commissioner's office is working right now. Everybody's scrambling. Nothing's going to be approved and able to be sold by an agent like myself until probably at least, May 20th, I would say at the earliest. So again, for you, if you have a customer who's buying a new house and needs a mortgage and they're closing the 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, anything like that, you're not going to be able to get a binder. And if you do, that binder is not valid, trust me. So you want to avoid that surprise. You may get if you're working with an agent or your customer's working with an agent and they send you some kind of preliminary quote, maybe you notice that the date is the 18th or the 19th. That rate is definitely going to change the 20th, 21st, 22nd. So work hard on getting your loans closed before the 19th or before, if you have anything that gets pushed back, you're going to have a major problem with insurance, because you're going to probably see, especially with your clients that have better insurance scores, those clients are going to be paying higher rates June 20th and beyond on a new homeowners policy. This is a little bit less of an issue on refinances, because typically refinances, you already have an existing homeowners policy, so those ones, nothing's going to change there until their renewal date. So if you have a new business policy, if you have a refinance with a renewal date in that June 20th range, things will change big time. So what can you do to make sure you and your customers are taken care of? One, be aware of this and be aware that anything in that June 20th range, there'll be issues. Two, if you're working with a captive agent like an Allstate, a State Farm, a Farmers, an American Family agent, if you or your customer is, those folks, there's nothing they can do. They can't shop you around. They're what we call captive agents. Work with an independent agent that can shop the rate around to different carriers. I do not know what companies are going to be really taking big rate swings and which ones might be a little bit more, a little less, less swings. We just don't know what it's going to look like. So again, your higher credit folks, they could be seeing 20-30% rate increases. Your lower credit folks, they might be getting a better rate. I don't know. But basically, things are changing. There's a lot of questions. If you're not working with a broker like myself, who can shop rates around when there's a time crunch, you need to be doing that. You know, plug for us here at Eastside Insurance Services. We turn binders fast. We shop it around. We're going to get the best coverage, the best possible rate we can. So stay tuned for more information, because right now I'm recording this on April 29th. More information should be available in the next 2 to 3 weeks, but things are really fluid right now. So I really appreciate you watching, and please, please, please be aware of the major changes happening, and be patient with your insurance agents, because they are in some uncharted territories. They really are. So thanks for watching. Again, Matt with Eastside Insurance. Take care.